The difference between teaching beginners and very advanced dancers are somehow the same, because both groups, first of all, they need confidence. So you need to make them confident in what they're doing. And the biggest difference is that it's actually much more difficult to teach beginners, because when you have beginners, it's very limited what you can teach them, but it still has to look good and be funny. So it's difficult. Because dancing it's not only sports, it's also a scenic thing. So image is important, but as an educator, you must be very, very careful not to be fooled by a very good image when it's no technique and no timing. Timing is the first thing to look for, then the technique, and then the presentation and the image. The mental preparation before the competition is important, but every dancer has different way to prepare. So some dancers will be in their own space, no talking, nothing at all. They have very strict regime on eating and what they're doing from the morning. But others would like to socialize and play and have fun in the beginning. So it's very different, but very important that everybody gets their thing. In the Norwegian Sports Federation, the rule says that children are not allowed to compete in European and World Championships until the year they are 13. So it's quite late compared to the rest of the world. The reason is that we think that the children should be allowed to be children longer, and that when they turn 13, then their goals are the European and the Worlds. If they are a world champion when they are 10, what will then be the reason to continue to dance when you are 18, 19, 20? So we try to make them patient, kind of. I think that there is quite a few reasons that the Norwegians have done so well now. First of all, we were the first ones to add elements from British freestyle, and that made us faster and more flexible. But the other countries are now coming, so I think this is the generation. In 2-3 years, I think it will look very, very different. Another thing that I know that we are good at in Norway, generally in sports in Norway, is the basic training. It's not only dancing, and the best dancers that you see in the championships, they are training quite a lot, at least 5 times a week, 5 days a week. In the competitions, we see them all in 3 minutes. First, the first big group, you get to understand what level the heat is or the class is. And then for the middle minute, when you see their solos, it's quite easy to see who is absolutely not for the next round and who is definitely in the next round. It's about posture, the technique, the timing. Those 3 things are very, very important just to get a short look. And then it's the difficult ones are the middle ones, and then you must use more time on those. The preparation, whether it's more important with physical or mental preparation, I think it depends very much on the dancer and the level. If it's a dancer in a very advanced level, the skills will already be there, and they will probably have a very high pressure on themselves. So the mental part is super, super important. But for the dancer who is not so skilled, The technical things, the physical things will be much more important up for the competitions. Timing. Timing. My role now in our studio, I feel, is to make the kids confident and still have fun with the dance. So whether I have babies at 3, 4 years old, or I have the very, very best dancers that you know, I try to make them confident and still experience the joy of dancing. So that is my main thing in training now. But other teachers, they will be very, very strict on technique. Some will be very, very strict on the basic, the muscle work, the strength to make them jump higher and all these things. So we have everything within the week. In dancing, in our kind of dancing, it's difficult to train correct with the different periods because we have competitions all year around. So with the World Championships now in June, the summer is not free, and then we have the European October, November. It's big competitions all year around. So if I could change one thing in what we are doing, I would love to have like at least 2 months without competitions, and then we could really work on the basic strength so we don't get bad backs and knees and feet. Those are the 3 difficult things in dancing. A good coach must be very enthusiastic and passionate about what we are doing. If you don't love dancing, then find something else to do. So enthusiasm, passion, and never stop learning things. You must always be open to other styles, to other opinions, other techniques. Always, always, always. This is a big question. It has been a tremendous development in disco dancing. There is 2 things that I want. It is that we stop now with turning the tempo up, up, up. I think we have reached a limit. If we go to a higher tempo now, we will lose the dance. There will be running, flexibility, and jumping, nothing else. So to keep a little bit of body pumping action that we really want, and to keep the dance in it, there must be no higher tempo. That is one thing. And the second thing is that I wish that we had more difference within the disco style, within the good technique, the timing, and the basic elements. I would love that the nations went back to a little more different styles, because that is what I fell in love with the IDO, all the different styles from the different nations. Yeah. I would like to say that, first of all, I'm happy to be in the IDO system because it's a good system. People are working hard to make fair rules and regulations so that it is the same for everyone, whatever country we're from. So I'm happy to be in the IDO, and within there we need to work together to develop not only the disco dancing that I am most into, but all the different styles and categories that we are doing. And to do that, the trainers must have confidence in themselves. They know a lot. We don't, trainers everywhere, they don't need me or anyone else to teach their kids all the time. Yes, we can come and motivate you, but Have confidence in yourself and never stop learning.